All right. Good Monday morning. It is 9 o'clock Monday morning. Actually, it's Sunday evening, late Sunday evening. And I'm pre-recording this call for you guys so that we can have our kickoff call. Very important part of the week is Monday morning kickoff. And sometimes, our schedules just don't permit for us to be, on the phone. I actually got a couple meetings in the morning, but I'm real big on preparation. I've told you many a times that I spend Sunday evening a lot of times preparing for the week, and just in my preparation for tomorrow, I'm up here at the office getting ready because I want to be ahead of the game in the morning. I want to be, ready to go. I've got some things to print off. I got some things to go over and just, some things to prepare for. We were actually up here Saturday, with having a managers meeting and just preparing for the week ahead. And, we've said it a million times that to fail to prepare is to prepare to fail. And we want to succeed. So, preparation is a big part of that. And, I want to say a couple things for you guys for the week ahead. Number one, thanks again for the business. March again, we told you February was a huge month for us. Our numbers are continuing to grow. Well, we did March. We even surpassed that. And I'm excited to see what April holds. So congratulations to all of our agents. We've had a lot of agents hit numbers they've never hit before. A lot of our teams that are hitting numbers that are just blowing us away. And as a company, Agents Resource Group, one of the biggest months we've ever had was last month, and then the month before that was one of the biggest, and then last month even surpassed that. So new levels, that's what I want to talk about. New levels. We're all hitting new levels. And what's exciting about that, is a lot of times the things that have been out of reach for so long, once we hit those things, once we hit it one time, that what used to be out of reach and so hard to obtain now becomes commonplace, or now becomes normal. And that's a beautiful thing. It's exciting when that happens. There's some of you that you stayed around that 250, 300 mark for years and years and years. And we're seeing numbers like 600 and 700 in bank draft in a week. And just people hitting those new levels. And, it comes from consistency. It comes from, we know it's in there's no magic formula. The more money you make is based on how many leads you take, or the more leads you take, the more money you make. And it never fails. I look back at the report last month at our top agent in the company, and he took more leads than anybody else. It's no surprise. It always works that way. And, so thank you guys, and congratulations for new levels and new numbers. But, if you're not hitting new levels, if you seem to be kind of stuck in a rut, or you seem to be really struggling, trying to get, to that next level, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get uncomfortable. And what I mean by that is, I want to share a quote with you that I wrote down some time ago that, really resonated with me, because I know it's true. And it just simply says this: get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's how you break the plateau and reach the next level. Get comfortable being uncomfortable, because that's how you break the plateau and get to the next level. So whatever you got to do to get yourself in uncomfortable situations, see, it's human nature to avoid situations and circumstances and places that make us feel uncomfortable. But that's where the breakthrough comes. And right on the other side of that uncomfortable conversation or that uncomfortable situation is normally where breakthrough or that next level is. So this week, get yourself in situations that make you feel uncomfortable. Knock on those doors. If you're just starting in this business 2 or 3 weeks behind you, and you still feel awkward and uncomfortable doing this, chances that's a pretty good indication that you're on the right track to a new level. And so get uncomfortable. If you're struggling in sales, and you say, I'm doing good with the warm up, I'm doing good with the presentation, I'm leading with legacy like you've told us, I just can't seem to close. Well, maybe it's uncomfortable for you to talk about money, or maybe it's uncomfortable for you to talk about the cost of the insurance or cost of the program. And you're one of those people that you were raised up. We don't ask people how much money they got in their checking account, or we don't ask how much money people make a month. You got to get over that. You got to have those uncomfortable situations. And a lot of times you're not closing that sale because you get to a point in the sale where you get uncomfortable and then you move, or you don't want to make the person on the other line feel uncomfortable. Sometimes you have to make them feel uncomfortable to help them and to get them to the next level. So live in that uncomfortable zone. You know, it's human nature for us to live in our comfort zone, and right to the edge, when we start getting uncomfortable, we pull back. Live in the uncomfortable zone and you'll hit new levels every single time you do that. So get out there this week, get uncomfortable. Maybe you have, you know, an agent or two that you know they're not taking leads, or you know they're not working like they need to, and you're in management and you're being a manager. Listen, if you want to be a manager and you want to build a good team, a big team, a prosperous team, a team that goes from new level to new level to new level, you're going to have uncomfortable situations and uncomfortable conversations with your team. And you're going to have to say the things that you need to say to get them to that next level. And it may be uncomfortable for you, and it may be uncomfortable for them. And I don't mean being rude or disrespectful. We never want to be that way. Sometimes we have to have that uncomfortable conversation, and that'll take you to that next level almost every time. So get out there this week, get uncomfortable, do the things you got to do, and make it happen, and have a great week. Thank you so much.